Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Thursday. Yesterday we had highs in the 70s and 80s. We also had some locally heavy rainfall as well. Look at that, getting 2.6 inches of rain in Topeka at Forbes, but only 0.72 inches at Billard and other airports. Concordia, Emporia, didn't really get anything at all. I had Manhattan on there. For some reason, it disappeared. Let me see if I can bring that back up. All right, it was 0.07 inches. It was fairly quick, but the Manhattan area didn't really get a whole lot. But we are still looking at departure from normal, still below average. I think we still have some time to make up for it between today, tonight, and tomorrow morning across a good portion of northeast Kansas. So that'll be something that we'll continue to fine tune. Here's a look at the rainfall for the week. You'll notice that numerous areas, especially along Highway 75, areas south of I-70, have at least an inch worth of rain indicated by the blue color. And we are certainly going to continue to fill in with some of this rainfall as we head into these next 36 hours through midday tomorrow. That's basically when we're going to have the best opportunity for rain, giving us some meaningful rainfall opportunities. Meanwhile, temperatures today may be a little bit on the cool side in our western communities because of the higher probability of rain keeping temperatures from warming up all that much today. Most areas will be back in the 70s this afternoon. It's possible we could get some areas reaching 80. It's possible. Some of our computer models are indicating that. Just going over my notes here. It's going to be another mild day before cooling down for tomorrow into Saturday. We do have the margin risk of severe weather for our south and western communities this afternoon and evening. We could get $half size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind speeds from that. And then I don't expect severe weather for tomorrow or Saturday when we have the opportunity for a few isolated thunderstorms in the area during that time. So here's a look at Supercast. Here's one version's model. Dry at 7, starting to get into some of that rainfall closer to 9, 10 o'clock out in Cloud County and continue to push eastward through the middle part of the day. Mainly staying west of Manhattan still at 1 o'clock. And as it continues to push eastward towards Highway 75, it does dissipate. So it's very possible our eastern communities, places like Topeka, maybe Emporia. Emporia is kind of half and half opportunity for rain this afternoon, but it's very possible areas along and east of Highway 75 do not get any rain today. I think we'll have a better chance of rain pushing through the area tonight. Here's another version of computer model as we take a look at almost a very similar trend, maybe not quite as far advance of the rainfall compared to that other one, but you still get the idea that eventually we'll get that rain pushing through much northeast Kansas as we head into tonight and even a little bit into tomorrow as well. This model does have much of the day tomorrow dry, even in the morning hours, but I will still hold on to a chance that some lingering rain will continue into the morning hours. And then Saturday, not much going on. We get a little bit of partial clearing by the afternoon with some light rain starting to move in as we get closer towards midnight. Here's what we can expect. Right now, it looks like our highest potential for rain stays out in our western communities during the daytime hours today. Tonight, continue to overspread northeast Kansas, but there could be still several areas, especially along and south of the Turnpike, not really getting anything at all. Then we add on to that for the morning hours. So bottom line is, most areas should get at least some rain between today, tonight, or tomorrow morning. That's the main takeaway, what I want you to get out of it. If you don't get rain today, don't think that we didn't get the forecast right, because that is a possibility depending on where you are. Much cooler tomorrow. Temperatures in the 60s. Low 60s up north, mid to upper 60s down to the south. And then temperatures will be very similar, although maybe more in the mid 60s for Saturday for most areas. And then warming up in the 70s on Sunday, about 10 degrees warmer for the second half of the weekend. There will be a slight chance we could get some rain on Sunday, but not too concerning about that. So outdoor plans. What do you need to be mindful of? If you're west of Highway 75, from mid-morning to the afternoon, be mindful that there will be some rain impacting your outdoor plans. If you're along and east of Highway 75, you're fine for today. Friday morning, it's going to be, depending on what the radar looks like in the morning, will depend on where that rain is and how it's going to evolve through the day, and especially in the morning. Don't cancel outdoor plans Friday. Don't cancel outdoor plans Sunday. Be very, very aware of Monday. I am very concerned about Monday on the potential for a widespread severe weather outbreak, maybe even more so than yesterday evening, which was honestly a little bit of a surprise for me personally, as far as the severe weather that we had yesterday evening. Not the rainfall. Rainfall that was heavy, that was not a surprise, but even the thunderstorm warnings and the tornado warning, that was a surprise too. But that's always, you always have to be mindful of that. Even though we tell you that there's not a really good chance of a tornado warning, there could be something on radar that the Weather Service was seeing that indicated a tornado warning was issued that prompted that to be issued. So just be aware. You always have to be aware of the potential for a warning. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean there's actually going to be a tornado, but at the very least, a warning. It would be good practice to seek shelter if a warning was issued in your area, and you just never know. All right, so it does look like we may have a period in that 8 to 14 day outlook where we do have drier than normal conditions returning to the area, getting a chance to dry out a little bit after the wetter than normal weather pattern continues in that 6 to 10 day outlook and in that 3 to 4 week outlook too. But bottom line is, between today, tonight, and tomorrow morning, I think that's when we're going to get a bulk of our rainfall. And obviously, our highest probability of severe weather being on Monday and Monday evening, but we may not have widespread rain during that time. So don't think that just because the severe weather threat is relatively high, especially being still 5 days out, that we're going to get a lot of rain. We might, but it won't be widespread. I don't see a widespread rainfall on Monday evening or Monday night compared to what we could be dealing with between today and tomorrow. So just be mindful of that. That could certainly change anyway. Stay updated. We'll continue to keep you updated and safe and informed. Have a great day.